Anime and Manga Means More. This is your boy Master King JC, and we're going to be talking about observation Haki. What I think is the next step. Now, anyway, what we already know about observation Haki is you can sense what's around you. You can sense who has Haki. You can predict what's getting ready to happen. Those are the three main things you can do with it. But what else can you do? I think the next step they're going to be doing is, where they're going to take it and what some people can do with observation Haki. Remember, they said that with Haki, certain people use different variations of it. Some people might, only, use a little bit of this, a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different variations. So they can train to enhance it. So what do I think is the next level for observation Haki? Look at Van Augen. Did you see what that motherfucker did? Remember when he shot down that bird over top of the Straw Hat ship? You couldn't see shit for miles. He was on the island somewhere far off. I mean far off in the fucking horizon they was over. So you can see the curve of the earth. That's how far away he was. And he shot that bird, over top of the Straw Hat ship. Now, in terms of the bird, I think you can see the bird. Why? Because the bird's flying up high enough, you can see it. It's not over the horizon. But I don't think you can see the Straw Hats. So how do I think that he was able to know that the Straw Hat was there? The motherfucker's Haki range is out of this damn world. That's what I think it is. The next one, like the next step for observation Haki, you can sense motherfuckers from the next island. Like, okay, the next island we're going to is going to have a couple of Haki using this strongest shit. That's what I think is going to happen. Usopp's got to get to that level because he's a ranged combatant, just like Van Augen. They're both from range, so their observation Haki need to be on point. I think that's going to be the main thing. And then you got to have armaments because you got to be able to hit the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But I think that their armaments is going to be less because they're not, fighting head on. But their observation, I think, is going to be, the range is going to be out this damn planet. That's what I think one of the next steps for it. The next thing I think, other than sensing, who has Haki, I think they'll be able to sense if the person has a devil fruit power. Not saying that they may, they'll be able to tell what fruit they have, but they'll be able to be like, okay, we got 6 devil fruit users. I think that's coming next. The motherfuckers will know what devil fruit whether you have a devil fruit or not. I think that's an obvious one. I'm not sure. I can't be positive, but I'm not sure. But I think that's an obvious one. Well, I say I can't be positive. I'm not sure, but I think that's an obvious one. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think that's an obvious route to go. Now, in terms of them knowing what type of fruit they have, they should be able to already do that somewhat, a little bit, because if they can predict their next move, like Luffy. This motherfucker's getting ready to stretch his arm at me. You see what I'm saying? So I know he has a rubber fruit. Or this guy getting ready to turn to fire. I know he's a Logia. I know, you know what I'm saying? So if you get ready to do something to him and use your move and they can predict it, then they'll be able to know. But I think they'll be able to do it beforehand. Like, I don't think that everybody's going to be able to do it. I'm talking about the most extreme Haki, observation Haki users going to be able, be able to tell what type of fruit you got. First, they'll be like, okay, I know if he's a Zoan, Paramecia, or a Logia. I think they'll be able to predict that. Then, even stronger guys will be able to predict what fruit you have. Before you do anything, what fruit you have. What powers you're going to be able to use. How to go ahead and, counteract it before you even begin to use it. I think that's the next step. That shit would be crazy. I don't think many people won't be able to do it. And here's the last thing I think they'll be able to do with the observation Haki. Because remember, they got to expand on it. Because they came out the gate with this other shit that we already seen already. So, and these are low-level people. These people aren't like high-level Haki users. I think there's only a couple Haki... what's the name? All-Long sister, was it Madam Shirley? And that girl from Sky Pier. They seem to be a little bit higher level than... Queen Otohime, they seem to be high level Haki users, but they could predict, their prediction was out of this fucking world, and so with Van Augen, his range was out of that damn world. But I think the next thing after that, they'll be able to communicate with other people that has observation Haki. Meaning they don't even have to talk. You can be on that side of the island, I can be on that side of the island, and we can communicate. That shit'd be crazy. Like, oh, I'm fighting such and such. I'll be there at 5 minutes. You don't even say anything. We get back to the ship at such and such time. You understand? That shit would be crazy. Somewhat like what happened in Yu Yu Hakusho with what's my man name? Kuwabara. His damn awareness was so fucking strong, he can communicate with people telepathically. I think they're gonna take it that route with One Piece. Now, I'm not saying everybody be able to do it, but I think the stronger observation users be able to do it. You understand? So that's the next step. I think they be able to sense, their damn area of effect is gonna be out of this fucking world. They be able to sense, who has a Delphi power, what type of which class they're in, meaning Zoan, mythical Zoan, Paramecia, Logia. They be able to sense that, and they be able to communicate with each other telepathically. That shit'd be out of this fucking world. So yeah, I'm waiting for that. But go ahead and leave your comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that anything I say is even somewhat close to reality. If you like the video, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.